doing? Of course, Texas Southern over the weekend took on a tough opponent in Arkansas Pine Bluff and came up on the wrong end of a 49-3 score. And this weekend, Texas Southern is on the road at Alcorn State. Coach, briefly, let's look back at your game from Saturday and then look forward to the ball game coming up against the Braves at 2 o'clock on Saturday.
Yes, sir. I thought early in the game, of course, with the delay, everyone thought that may have bothered us, but it really shouldn't have bothered us because we kind of like to throw the football around. I thought that actually helped us by letting the rain pass by. Going into the game, we started off pretty good, 14-3, midway through the second quarter. And, we just, again, offensively, we get a turnover, get down on the 3-yard line, and we just didn't execute. We went back and looked at the films. The plays that we called were there. We just didn't get it done. And again, defensively, we don't have a whole lot of depth defensively. So what that means offensively that we need to, when we get opportunities like that to get the ball in the end zone, we need to go ahead and get it in. And they just, a big play here, receiver screen, and, they wore our defense down, and then we alternate quarterback. And the freshman, he came in and threw 2 interceptions for touchdowns. So it was just one of those days where I think right now we're trying to find our identity as an offensive group. We have to do a better job of helping, our defense. We need to get some more plays out of our special teams. Some turnovers and some points out of special teams. So we're not scoring points on offense. We're not scoring points with our special teams or creating turnovers with our special teams. So there's a lot of work that we have to do over here, and we're gonna get it done. I'm looking forward to going into Alcorn this upcoming week. We're gonna try to make some changes within the lineup this upcoming game. Get ready for Alcorn. I know they're hungry for a victory, but this is a game that we need desperately right now as a football program.
All right, we're talking to head coach Darrell Asberry from Texas Southern University, and the floor is now open for questions. Questions for Coach Asberry?
Hey, Coach Asberry, good morning. This is Charles Edmond from WPRL.
Yes, sir, good morning.
Fine. Talk about the game coming up as you travel to Alcorn to take on the Braves.
Well, Alcorn is doing a pretty good job. They're young. I looked at their roster. They have a ton of freshmen on there, and coach has made changes. And we just hopefully we go in and play mistake-free football. The guys looked at the film of the mistake that we made last weekend. And let everybody speak in meeting yesterday, and they understand. Look at some Alcorn tape. It's going to be a tough challenge. They're not just going to sit down and let us come in there and beat them. So we just need to get our offense going. I think that's key for us right now.
Coach, when you talk about this season, you opened up the season with the win over Prairie View, and then you had the losing streak, and then you beat Grambling, which I'm sure you thought that would probably jumpstart some pretty good things down the stretch. Talk about what things kind of slipped a little bit. You scored 35 against Jackson State. That was good enough to win most days. Talk about where the tide kind of turned, especially after Week 1 win against PVU.
Well, I think for us it turned when we lost 4 defensive linemen against North Texas and 2 starting quarterbacks of Texas. So then you have to pull a redshirt freshman off the redshirt and go to your number 3 quarterback, and now we're down to our number 4 quarterback. So I think it's called lack of depth. So we just need to get out and continue to manage the game with the kids that we do have, and look forward to recruiting this upcoming season.
What do you tell your guys to keep them on the up and up, considering that you still got a couple of games left?
Well, we talk about it. Our attitude now is anybody can quit. It's easy to quit. And so we try to tell these young men that this game not only teaches you about football, but it teaches you about life. And if you quit now, I mean, it'll be so much easier for you to quit later on after you leave Texas Southern University. And they understand that. And like I said, we come out playing hard. It's not a game that we have played hard. It's just we filter out because of the lack of depth that we have and the injuries.
Still talking to Coach Darrell Asberry from Texas Southern University. Are there any more questions for Coach Asberry? All right, Coach, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the call this Monday morning.